Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, where we explore the small or big things for curious minds. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of moon missions, and why scientists are so eager to land there. Why do scientists keep landing on the moon? Who's done it successfully? Which country did it on a super low budget? And which ones crash landed? Grab your space snacks and let's jump right in. First, why the moon? What's so special about this dusty gray rock in space? Well, think of the moon like our cosmic test lab. Here's why scientists care so much. 1. Space history book. The moon is like a frozen time capsule. Its surface hasn't changed much in billions of years, so it holds clues to how Earth and the solar system were formed. 2. Practice for Mars. Before we send people to Mars, which is way farther, the moon is our perfect training ground. 3. Water ice at the poles. Yep, the moon has frozen water. This could help astronauts survive longer or even make rocket fuel. 4. Future bases. NASA, ISRO, and others want to build moon bases for science, mining, or deep space launches. 5. It's close. Only about 3 days away, unlike Mars, which takes 6 to 9 months. So the moon is the first real step toward living and exploring beyond Earth. Alright, who's actually tried to land on the moon? Here comes the scoreboard. The United States, with 57 missions, achieved 37 successes and suffered 14 failures. The nation remains a global leader in space exploration, including the historic Apollo lunar landings and ongoing crewed missions. The USSR, or Russia, at 58 missions, recorded 18 successes and 22 failures. Notably, it was the first country to reach the moon with Luna 9 in 1966. More recently, Russia's Luna 25 moon mission in 2023 failed, marking both a revival of and setbacks in lunar exploration. China has carried out 10 missions, all of which succeeded. 10 successes, 0 failures. Its space program has seen dramatic strides, from human spaceflight since Chang'e 5 in 2003, and lunar rovers like U2, to robotic sample returns, like Chang'e 5 in 2020. India has launched 3 missions, with 2 successes and 1 failure. Following the Chandrayaan 2 lander crash in 2019, Chandrayaan 3 succeeded in 2023, walking India into the elite group of moon landing nations and elevating its status in space exploration. Japan undertook 8 missions, achieving 2 successes and 1 failure, likely focused on lunar or major probe attempts. Its slim lander touched down in January 2024 but had solar panel issues later. Meanwhile, private company iSpace's Resilience lunar lander recently failed, marking its second moon mission setback. Israel has conducted 1 mission, which ended in failure, referring to the privately funded Bereshit moon lander crash in 2019. South Korea, with 1 mission to date, has seen 1 success and 0 failures, reflecting its growing capabilities, such as successfully launching its Nuri rocket and its first orbital mission. The European Union has executed 1 mission, achieving 1 success. This includes ESA-led missions like Mars Express and contributions to lunar and deep space exploration. As you can see, it's not easy. Even big space programs fail sometimes. The moon is full of surprises. Weird gravity, no air, dangerous dust, and extreme temperatures. 1 small glitch, boom, crash landing. But 1 mission really stood out, not because it was flashy, but because it was smart. India's Chandrayaan 3 landed successfully on August 23, 2023, right near the moon's south pole. The cost? Around $75 million US. That's actually cheaper than many Hollywood movies, and India became the first country to land in that region, where frozen water exists in those shadowy craters. The Vikram lander and Pragyan rover explored the surface, did experiments, and sent data back to Earth, showing how, even with limited resources, you can achieve something incredible. ISRO proved that innovation beats budget, and inspired millions in the process. Let's talk about some big wins, and, well, some not-so-great moments. Apollo 11, USA, 1969, first humans on the moon, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. The moment the world watched. Chang'e 4, China, 2019, first landing on the far side of the moon, never done before. Bereshit, Israel, 2019, a small private lander that made it, almost. It crash-landed just before touching down. Luna 25, Russia, 2023, Russia's return to the moon after decades, sadly ended in a crash. Even failures are valuable. They teach engineers what not to do next time. So what's next on the moon menu? A lot. NASA's Artemis program, sending humans back in coming years. First woman and first person of color on the moon. Moon bases. Scientists plan to build research stations near the poles, powered by solar energy and using local materials. Water mining, extracting frozen water to drink, grow food, or make fuel. Gateway to Mars. The moon could be our launch pad for missions deeper into space. So now you know why scientists are obsessed with the moon, and how every landing brings us one step closer to living and working in space. The moon isn't just a rock, it's our launch pad to the stars. Drop a comment below. Which moon mission inspired you the most? And hey, would you go if given the chance? And here's a thought. If the moon is just the first step, then why are scientists planning to go to Mars next? That's a whole new challenge, and a whole new video. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next episode. Why Mars? The next giant leap. Coming soon. Until then, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep thinking like a scientist.